Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. If you are listening to this on Thanksgiving, or if you listen to it afterwards, we just want to say on behalf of 77 Flavors of Chicago, I'm speak for Sarah. We wish you happy holidays, and we hope that this year has been great for you. Thank you for rocking with us. We are extremely thankful to have you all as listeners, followers, and supporters of this podcast. We've been doing it for 3.5 years, so much thanks to you all for that support and keeping us going. But we do have a job to do still. This is Thursday, Throwback Thursday, where we throw it back every Thursday now with the original 77 community area episode. So if you're new here, you can kind of jump in again. But we will go ahead and get started. This one today is actually the community area of Westtown, number 24. We're moving right along, y'all, halfway through. Not halfway through, but halfway through a year of doing it. But Westtown, very fun community area, massive. There's a lot going on, a lot of neighborhoods within the community area. And this was a good listen. Hope you enjoy it. This originally aired May 30th, 2022. Enjoy the episode. Hey.
Somebody come get her. Hey. She's dancing like a stripper. Hey, nothing wrong with that.
No, there's nothing wrong with that.
Let people do what they want to do.
Man, exactly. We outside in the park. It's thigh meat season.
Dario's wearing booty shorts.
Hey, y'all. It's thigh meat season. It's thigh.
He's out here dancing like a stripper.
Hell yeah, thigh meat season, boy. 77 Flavors of Chicago starting right now.
This is the podcast where we visit all 77 of Chicago's historic neighborhoods and discuss their heritage and taste the amazing food.
And if you know anything about us, we love two things, food and Chicago, so I can't wait to burn this gas money.
You ready?
Let's get it.
This is the 77 Flavors of Chicago, the podcast.
Hey, 77 Flavors. We outside. What's going on? Dario.
Sarah.
And it feel good as hell out here. Let me tell you.
Okay.
It feel good as hell. We are in the middle of Wicker Park. Wicker Park. We in Wicker Park.
We are in the park.
In the park, Wicker Park.
Actually, stop it. That's stupid.
And that's true.
I know.
We in the park, Wicker Park. Man.
We are in Wicker Park. Park.
Man, it's finally good to have some good weather out here.
The Wicker Park inside of Wicker Park.
Yeah.
All right, that's enough.
It's Wicker Park. All right. Anyway, y'all. Any of y'all.
There's children being
roaming dogs
around,
walking. Hot as hell panting. All right. Anyway.
People eating their food.
It's a beautiful day out here, y'all. It's a beautiful day. Good to be here. How was your week?
My week was really good.
Yeah. What'd you do? Elaborate.
I can't remember. No. So my mom is here to visit.
Yeah. The mom's is in the building.
She is.
Yeah. Yeah. Hold on. I get
that is loud as hell.
It's not that loud.
I feel
it's in your imagination.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
But my mom is here. She's here for a month.
Hey,
y'all.
You don't like it?
No, my mom's chill.
Your mom is real chill.
Yeah. She's fun. She's pretty easygoing. So I'm trying to fill her schedule with fun things to do. But your girl got a job, and then she got a second job, which is this podcast.
Yeah, this is. Hey, we be working, y'all.
And we got a dog.
Oh, man, I forgot. We did tell them about the dog last episode.
Did we?
Yeah, we did. We told them about the last episode.
Yeah.
And if you listen out of order, we got a dog. We got a dog.
So we're
brand new dog.
Potty training the dog.
And this little muff, he pee everywhere.
Everywhere.
He do be going outside. He be outside.
He's like 70% outside.
Yeah.
30% inside.
He'll dookie outside for sure. Yeah, he'll dookie outside for sure. That's the beautiful thing.
He just doesn't know how to tell us when he needs to go out yet.
Yeah,
so
right.
We're working on that.
He do this little thing where he run in a circle.
Yeah,
you know
and
what
then we try to rush him out. But sometimes, your girl's not paying attention. Dario's taking a nap on the couch.
I knew you was going to say that.
That's because it's what you do.
I take a nap. Who cares? Y'all know I love taking naps. Ain't nothing wrong with taking naps. It's 2 o'clock to 1 o'clock. It's nap hour.
But you're from 12 to 3, so I don't know.
It just depends on how good the food is.
Yeah.
Because if that food slap, y'all, your boy be catching Z's, middle of the day Z's.
Wow.
But anyway, my week.
How was your week?
My week, it's been good.
What'd you do?
It's been good. I also don't remember.
Oh no, we went to Pilsen.
Yeah,
that was
right.
fun.
We went to Pilsen. We went to the Mexican art museum,
National Mexican.
which is fire. We told y'all back on the Pilsen episode, so go back and listen to that. But
they have a
Frida
free.
Kahlo.
Well, obviously the museum is free already, but they have a Frida Kahlo exhibit going on right now, which are photographs of her life.
Yeah, right. Which is better than a lot of things. I haven't seen her in that kind of light before.
Yeah, it's
which
pretty
is really
dope.
Yeah, it's very dope. Very
and then
dope.
we checked out the Mole Fest.
Yeah. Mole Fest is probably, well,
It's popping.
yeah, it's popping. As of today, it's probably
popping.
really popping. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
It's probably super popping. And the weather nice?
Right.
Shit.
By the time you listen to this episode, this
Yeah,
shit is
yeah,
over.
it's over. It's a
so
wrap.
don't
Yeah.
get excited. Don't be
It's-
looking for it. 'Cause
it's a wrap.
over. But if there are any other festivals in Pilsen, check them out because the music's dope, the food is dope, the people are dope.
It's lit
So
out there.
It's lit.
Yeah, it's a beautiful. Finally, Chicago weather breaking.
You know?
what I'm saying? It's finally breaking. Feel good to
Shit,
feel
it's
good
like-
to just be outside.
Is it like 70 right now? My
me
you know
see.
my
72.
my watch and phone are still in Celsius,
Oh, really?
so
Good.
I don't know.
Fahrenheit is what we be
Fahrenheit.
in America, right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Wow.
I
Wow.
don't know. Like I don't ever be paying attention to people like, oh, what time is what temperature is it? 60, 70, whatever. You know, I ain't trying to Fahrenheit. Don't nobody say that. Y'all, I know.
This is literally the only country that uses.
That's true. We different. You know, we different.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, we need to
Measuring
streamline
shit
this
with
shit.
feet. Yeah, like the rest of the world, metric.
No.
Get on board, okay?
Hey, my drone be in metric system.
Good.
Yeah. What? No, is it the metric system?
Yes.
Yeah, whatever the system
Meter.
is. Meter. Yeah. Anyway, y'all, we in West Town.
Hey.
We in West Town. Maybe
This shit is large.
Yeah. Yeah.
Shit is huge.
Yeah. West Town is
In an abnormal way.
Yeah, it is. Community area. Actually, hold on. Let me not. Why do
Yeah,
I?
what are you
I've been
doing?
jumping in lately. That's what she.
They want to dive right in.
Yeah, as the kids walk by us.
Wow. They don't know what the hell we talking about.
Let's get tuned up, y'all. Let's get tuned up. Get your ears ready. Get your heart ready. Get your mind. get your heart ready to learn, y'all.
Yeah.
Here you go. Yeah. Yeah. Man, that bag of chips look good, brother. Sorry.
It's a family-sized bag of Lay's
Man,
Originals.
My man is smacking Lay's Originals like it ain't nothing.
And he's wearing jeans and got a yoga mat.
Yeah,
So
right.
you don't know where his day is going.
Yeah, it's definitely involved a white woman. That's all I know. I'm sorry. Anyway, we are in West Town, community area number 24. Very beautiful, as Sarah
Yeah.
said. It is a very large community area. Here are the boundaries. To the north, Bloomingdale Avenue. To the south, Kinsey/Metro Railroad tracks. To the east, Chicago River North Branch. And to the west, Kedzie Avenue. Now, listen to these neighborhoods. Okay? Listen to this list of neighborhoods. And I want to preface this, y'all. Don't get confused now. Do not get confused by some of these names. I'll explain later. The neighborhoods are Humboldt Park East, Ukrainian Village, East Village, Wicker Park, Noble Square, Bucktown South, Polish Downtown, River West, West Town, Smith Park, Goose Island, and Eckert Park. And y'all probably like, wait a minute, Humboldt Park, Bucktown, Wicker Park, ain't they own? Yes, they are. I'll explain.
Are they? Wicker Park isn't
Wicker
its
Park.
own.
Yeah, well, no,
Neither
Wicker
is
Park is not his
Bucktown.
own. Yeah, but you know, it's the same name.
I think Humboldt Park is the one that confused me.
Yeah, Humboldt Park is very confusing to a lot of people. And y'all probably we're gonna clarify. But how did they get the name
What community area is it?
West Town? This is West
No,
Town.
what number?
24. Number 24.
Oh, okay.
And Humboldt Park is actually 23. We'll get to it. We'll get to
Okay.
it.
I'm
The
trying to
name.
learn.
Yeah, the name. So a lot of people don't understand that the name of West Town, it may have derived from Western Avenue, which was the western border of Chicago when West Town was settled. So think about that. Chicago's western border was western. And most, check this out. Most of the area east of Wood Street was in the original Chicago city limits, 1837. So a lot of the a great portion of what is now West Town was actually in Chicago.
Okay.
Other parts got annexed. Later. With the Jefferson Township.
Right.
Annexation. Now in 1851, the corner of North and Western was the city's outermost corner. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and a lot of people consider this the near northwest side. Instead of West Town is considered near northwest side.
Near northwest side.
Yeah, so if you think about Chicago on a super small scale, think 1837. It wasn't as landmass big as it is now.
Right.
But for this to be like the northwestern portion of Chicago, says a lot, man. Chicago grew.
Not gonna lie, I blacked out for a second when that breeze hit me.
Yeah, that
because this is a nap breeze.
Yeah, y'all, we done ate too. Shoot, this
is nap-worthy breezing.
Take your ass inside and go to sleep breeze, boy.
Oh my God,
yeah.
I could literally fall asleep right
now.
I
know. But let's power through it here. So here's some history. Some more history. The first settler was Mark Noble Sr. in 1830. Now, here's he was a settler here before he moved to Norwood Park.
Okay.
Which is community area number 10. And if you don't remember that, if you don't remember who he is, he owned the oldest house in the Chicago city limits now.
Oh, right.
Yeah. So go back to Norwood Park, listen to it.
Right.
Was it the Noble Crippen, I forgot the Seymour house.
Yeah.
That's
a dope house.
It's a very dope house.
You could visit it, right? It's a
museum.
You
can visit it. You can visit it. So pretty cool. So Mark Noble Sr. was the first settler here, and then he moved to another community area, which is really cool. Fun fact about the Noble Square neighborhood within here: Morton Salt Company was started in Chicago, 1848, and they bought. Here. Yeah, they bought the building where it is now, the Morton Salt building over there on Elston in 1889.
Is that the one that they're moving out of?
Yeah, they are moving out of, but the building name is still Morton Salt. Yeah. And it has the Morton Salt thing on it. You can see it from the Kennedy.
Well, it did. They painted it. And it peeled off like 2 days later.
Yeah, they got stickers on there right now.
I was like, do you know it snows here?
Yeah, so. I don't know what's going on with that. Who decided on what paint to use? Stop it! No, I feel like they got better paint than that. Y'all, I know y'all ain't out here doing it with that regular paint.
What's the
Crayola water-based shit? I know y'all ain't doing that.
Water-based paint.
That's what it looked like. That water hit that first rain.
Yeah,
and that Morton Salt said Orton Alt. Orton Alt. It wiped all that off.
And the little girl doesn't have a dress on anymore.
No, stop it. Ooh, no. Wait a minute. Speaking of the little girl, the girl holding the umbrella became the logo in 1914. And do you know what the slogan is for her? Because she got the salt. She's holding the umbrella and the salt pouring down on her.
Your blood pressure high.
That's good.
This is a hallucination. Your blood pressure going crazy.
You need to go see the doctor.
Yeah, go see a doctor. I'm a figment of your imagination.
Why you swelling up right now? It's actually simpler than that. It's
water weight.
No. Bruh. It's water weight. When it rains, it pours.
I feel like that's synonymous with his water weight.
It is. It very is. So there's some fun fact about Noble Square. Now here's the thing. And I skipped over a little bit, but the reason why I'm naming off some of the neighborhoods in here because this makes up a lot of the neighborhoods in West Town.
It's like all of them.
It's like all of them. It really is like all of them. And the next one is Humboldt Park. Now, Humboldt Park is his own community area, number 23. And we've talked about it a couple times on this podcast right now. And we have told you both times that it is not Humboldt. The Humboldt Park is not inside of Humboldt Park, which is very interesting to a lot of people because, you talk to any Chicagoan, and it's Humboldt Park. You know what I mean? But according to the city planning and the map, it is not. It is West Town. Humboldt Park. The Humboldt Park was created in 1869, and if you remember, it was by William LeBaron Jenney. The architecture of what was originally called the West Park System, which included Humboldt Park, Douglas Park, and I forgot the other park. Go listen to the podcast.
Jefferson Park.
Yeah, probably. But they were North, Central, and South parks originally called. And so, and of course, Humboldt Park was it was then taken over by Jensen. Who was let go because of corruption, and then he was hired again in 1905 to finish the project. But eventually Humboldt Park was created, and it is not inside of the Humble Park community areas is
Right.
here. So
Yeah.
really cool. Little fun fact there. So if anybody's confused, there hopefully that cleared it up for you.
And if you're more confused, oh well.
Right, just hit the rewind button and listen to
that
it again.
I tried to stay quiet so it wouldn't be more confusing.
So it would be confusing. Now, speaking of another park, Wicker Park, the park that we are in right now, the Wicker Park.
Like the physical park.
Yes, the physical park. Actually, no, this is not the physical park. This is, I'm going to talk about the neighborhood real quick. So Wicker Park neighborhood was founded by Charles and Joel Wicker in 1870. And they purchased, like 40, 80 acres land and wanted to create a nice, space, for people to kind of get away from. And if you know anything about Wicker Park, it's very bougie, hipster type of vibe.
Yeah, super, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna get to that because doing the research, I kind of understood where Wicker Park kind of gets, and it's a running joke here in Chicago that all the hipsters and shit live here. So if you are not from Chicago and you listen to this and you're like, what the hell's going on? We usually poke fun at them, but I kind of understand it now after I tell you about the history.
I like this area.
Me too. I love it. It's a very nice area. Gets a crazy rep. But yeah, the brothers created in 1870.
I just want to preface, sorry to interrupt you, but there was an ant crawling on me right now.
You got to deal with that.
So go ahead, rate this episode positively because it's a sacrifice for me to be out here.
She did not lose her shit. Because I would have
lost it.
I would have slapped the shit out of my arm if I had seen it.
I mean, I just did one of these.
Yeah, you just grazed it off of you.
Flicked it. That's what she said.
Hey.
Okay, the brothers.
The brothers. They created 1870. Chicago Fire, if you all remember, happened in 1871. Right after Wicker Park was formed. And what that did for Chicago, for this area in particular, is that there was a lot of homeless folks in Chicago. And they then decided to bring housing and develop houses since they got to essentially start over here in Chicago. They moved to this area and started to settle down. And before the end of the 19th century, Germans and Norwegians lived in the area. And there were a lot of wealthy European immigrants that moved to the area. And the area was very good for merchants. So if you think about 1871, before the turn of the century, Chicago had just burned down. Unfortunately, it just burned down. So you got to start fresh. And this was a good area. Anytime you buy the river, Chicago River, it's a good area to kind of start fresh.
How close are we to the river?
We're pretty close. We're pretty close. It's one of the borders. It's one of the borders. But
like right
now, we're a little bit away from the river. A little bit away from the river. But yes, like I said, it was good for merchants, and so they built large mansions here on different streets. And one stretch in particular, Hoyne and Pierce, that was where a lot of the houses, mansions were built. And particularly on Hoyne, it was then known as Beer Baron Row, and that's where all the Chicago's richest brewers built their homes. So now, if you remember back a couple episodes, we talked about on the Pilsen episode. The Pilsen episode, we were talking about how Chicago is pretty known for brewery,
right?
And that's where a lot of the brewers lived. Towards the end of the 19th century, where they lived. Now, by the end of the 19th century, Polish immigrants had moved into the area, and they gave of course, they did the same thing that the Germans and the Norwegians did. They built up land. They really made it their own, to the point that the area is nicknamed Polish Downtown. The neighborhood, Polish Downtown.
Is that near Ukrainian Village?
Close.
I was gonna say because there's a couple Polish delis that
not really. I'll get to it in a second here.
I have a suggestion. So. I think after you finish a point, you should take a break to allow for my stupid questions.
No, because
I had a question that was: isn't Brewers a sports team?
It is. It's Milwaukee Brewers.
See, that was a valid question.
I mean, that's like our arch rival. I don't know why you bring that up.
Oh, I didn't know they were arch nemesis.
Now I'm mad.
No, don't be mad.
Now I'm mad. Anyway, back to the Polish Downtown. It's nicknamed the Polish Gold Coast.
Oh.
Now, here's something really cool. If anybody is here from Chicago and you've been up to the Wicker Park area and you've been down Ashland, that weird triangle, which is it's just annoying as hell when there's construction, and when it's just annoying as hell. Anybody that's not here is one of the worst intersections in the city of Chicago. Like I absolutely hate this one. I hate it. But the area I'm talking about is Division, Milwaukee, and Ashland. That was once known as Costaville. Half of Chicago's Polish population lived in this part of West Town. And that area has a name. I didn't even know that until right now. But that triangle right there, that intersection, is known as the Polonia Triangle. Had no clue. We go through it all the time.
All the time.
All the time. And I had no clue that was the Polonia Triangle.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's actually, I mean, it's, I got the drone shot from above. Actually very pretty. It's a very pretty.
It's a very busy intersection, like at all times of day.
Yeah, it's super busy at all times of day.
You know what other intersection I really hate?
Yeah.
The one on Diversey and Clybourne.
Oh, yeah.
Where
that
it's like another like five point intersection.
Yeah, that dumbass gas station right there in the middle.
Well, the gas station that has the kitchen cabinet store in it.
Well, that's a little further down.
No, you know which one I'm talking about?
Oh, yeah, I know which one. I thought you were talking about. Oh, I'm thinking Fullerton.
Do you know where
Fullerton.
Costco is?
Yeah.
That intersection pisses me off. First of all, I love the cafe that's on that corner, Hex Cafe, but like it's so inconvenient to get to. There's the gas station with the kitchen cabinet store.
Yeah.
You could go buy kitchen cabinets and get gas in the same spot.
You love that.
I hate it.
You love that, hate it at the same time. But last thing about the Polonia Triangle, Saint Stanislaus Costa Church.
What's that?
I'm not going back. No, Saint Stanislaus Costa Church was the first Polish parish in Chicago.
Polish what?
Parish.
What does that
Church.
mean? Oh.
Built in 1867.
Wow.
Yeah.
And it's still around. That's crazy.
Yeah. Now, Ukrainian Village. We know a little bit about Ukrainian Village.
Ukrainian Village.
I do too. I like Ukrainian Village, and we actually talked about Ukrainian Village for the Chicago Architecture Center when we did the open house
Chicago.
Yeah, which we are going to be community partners again this year. So come see us in October. We out here in these streets making these videos. You know what I'm saying?
Making these little videos.
Making these videos on the street. Ukrainian Village was one that we talked about.
Yeah.
Now, here, most of Chicago's Ukrainian population actually lives here.
Interesting.
It's got one of the strongest populations of all the community areas in Chicago. You know, the
in terms
Pilsen.
of like close.
Yeah. You know, there's like we can say that about a bunch of them because Pilsen, the Humble Park, and Ukraine strong. And then the Polish have a strong presence. But it was so very strong. They actually have several churches there, and if you go down to Ukrainian Village, if you stand on one street, you can actually see all three of the churches.
Yeah.
Lined up. Yeah, which is
That's
crazy.
I remember when we filmed that video, that was a really interesting, because like the corner you stood on, you could see.
Yeah, you can see them all. Like if you stand on one corner, you can look.
Your girl shot that video, so check it out on our Instagram page.
Yeah, you got to lean a little bit when the trees is out. You got to. No, I'm sorry. I'm saying, like, when no, you did good. She did good, y'all. Thanks. She did good. The churches are Saints Volodymyr and Ola, St. Nicholas Cathedral, and Holy Trinity Church there, which you can actually go see them. They are they're
really pretty.
I was about to say that. Very pretty, right?
Yeah, super.
They look really good.
Yeah.
If you want to learn more about Ukraine and Ukrainian culture, which is strong here, and obviously we understand the times here, we think it's good to kind of get educated on it. You can actually visit the Ukrainian National Museum, the Ukrainian Cultural Center, and the Ukrainian Institute of Modern Art right there in Ukrainian Village. Go check it out, man. Go check it out. Learn about, what's going on. You know what I mean? Like, get a better sense of what's going on, man. And
also, there's like really dope, a lot of like really cool delis down there that's it. They're just delicious.
Okay.
They have delicious items.
You had everybody on the edge of their seat.
I mean, what was I going to say?
We didn't know.
Super colorful.
We was wondering.
No, they're just really good food.
And of course, there's more. There's more that we could talk about with the West Town area, but kind of in summation, so to say, this is like one of the more diverse community areas because it has so many of the other community areas
within it.
which is crazy.
But I think what the interesting dynamic is that, like, for example, you say Humboldt Park is a good one.
Yeah.
Is that people that live in that portion of Westtown probably don't consider themselves as part of Westtown. They probably consider themselves as part of Humboldt Park.
Yeah.
So I think this specific community area is like really interesting when it comes to that, because we see that one community area has like a very strong culture presence or like historical presence or something, but this is one that has multiple different groups of people that and there's like a clear divide line between the neighborhoods as opposed to the community area.
Yeah.
So like obviously we know the community area, but then within it there's also that distinction.
Because over there in Division, Paseo and Paseo de Barica, man, look, you would not even think that that part is actually considered Westtown. Like you wouldn't even, I wouldn't even have thought that.
Isn't part of Logan Square also in Westtown?
Yeah, part of Logan Square is in Westtown. Bucktown South,
right?
Is in the reason why I didn't elaborate on a lot of those is because I think we know Bucktown. Like you know what Bucktown is, but like Bucktown South, that's part of Westtown.
Yeah.
Another cool thing, Goose Island. Goose Island. If anybody is not from Chicago, or even if you are from Chicago and you don't realize it, Goose Island is an actual island. Like if you look at it,
is it really?
It's an island. It's an island in the city. It is.
How?
It is the river breaks off and branches around it. Yeah, it's an island, and it was just large enough to have business on it. So.
And I guess it's just a bunch of bridges.
Yeah, bunch of bridges. And of course, because Chicago has the most bridges in the world, movable bridges in the world. And one more thing. I talked about how it's kind of a hipster place now. And the Wicker Park gets a lot of kind of flack for like gentrification. And I don't want to say flack because, it is kind of gentrified. But it's not gentrified how a lot of people think about it. You know what I mean? A lot of businesses, this area started out because merchants and brewers wanted to be here. And it was very, very popular to, a hot spot to kind of come to create business. And over time, youngsters have come in. You know what I mean? Like the young and entrepreneur, they have come in and they started to work. And what happened is they kind of cater to, that crowd. So you get a lot of the fancy restaurants and coffee shops and boutiques and things, like that kind of cool stuff. There's nightclubs down the Milwaukee Strip. There. So
what's funny, when I was doing research on where we were gonna eat, I was just looking up like breakfast, brunch, lunch, whatever. I got an article that said at eater.com 267 brunch spots in Wicker Park.
Yeah, don't surprise me.
What?
It don't surprise me. That's because parking is a son of a bitch down here, y'all. It is. You can't park down here.
No.
I don't know how we found a park. You pretty much got to park
on
top of a car.
Yeah.
Just to make.
But you know what people don't realize? What's that street that's parallel to Milwaukee? That's like parallel to the north of Milwaukee. I forget what it's called, but that street always has parking.
It's because it's kind of off the strip.
Yeah.
So
if you want to park,
it's a walk.
No.
It's a bit of a walk.
One block down.
That's that. Milwaukee long.
That's what she said.
Milwaukee's long, y'all. But it's a lot of park. You come down where we are by the park. You got to get lucky. You got to pray before you drive down here.
If the farmers market is going on,
man,
fucking luck.
If that farmers market going on, you ain't going nowhere,
market.
Y'all. That is so the cool thing. Reason why I kind of I don't want to say I glanced over. I gave you the history of how it started, so you kind of know a little bit more than you did. But there are 12 neighborhoods within this community area. Here's one more fun fact for you. This was at one point the largest community area, most populated community area before near West Side actually surpassed it. So. When you talk about busy, you talk about large community areas. This was one of the largest ones. So,
crazy.
You got 12 neighborhoods. Y'all, we're not stopping 77 Flavors anytime soon. We'll be back, to talk about it more. We don't want to get your sauce all right now. But
just remember, this is like a 30-minute portion about a 200-year history, so relax. Okay?
Yeah,
Unclench.
yeah. And look at
Unclench and enjoy on this joyful Monday.
Unclench. And look, here's the crazy part. We are 28 minutes in. That's very good. That's very good. We hope that you enjoyed that throwback to Westtown and continue to support and listen out for new episodes. We have a new one every Monday. We have a new episode, so stay tuned there. Thursdays, we do this. We run it back. But again, on behalf of 77 Flavors of Chicago, Sarah and myself, we wish you happy holidays and the best of the rest of this year. We will see you Monday. Peace.
Thank you so much for listening to today's episode, and we hope you loved it.
And if you could, please follow us on social media at 77 Flavors Shy on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and Twitter.
If you have any ideas or deep dives that you'd love us to do, please contact us at media@77flavorsshy. That's the number 77 flavors and shy for Chicago.com.
If you like visuals, please subscribe and follow and watch us on our YouTube channel at the same thing, 77 Flavors Shy, or search 77 Flavors of Chicago.
If you would like to support us monetarily, go ahead and click that Buzzsprout link in the description of this episode.
And as always, we gonna see you next week. Peace.